until the people come on. Guess I'll put this in. Look at that. Oh, that's why you call my time.
You know what it is. But you make sure.
Did I make sure? What?
You know what?
You gotta turn yours a little bit this way and turn that one a little bit this way. Yeah, like there. And then you turn yours, turn this one this way.
They don't need to see me.
They need to see your face. They need to see your face. Peace and blessings, Amber. Peace and blessings, Mocha. Michelle, Lauren. Are y'all ready? It's Friday night, y'all. We coming on late. Y'all can see. Y'all, look, I was sleeping, right? I was sleeping because it was raining here. It was raining so hard. We had hail hitting the cars, y'all. We had hail hitting the cars. Shut up, Mother ADINKRA. Get your ass over here and come on.
We had hail hitting the car, y'all. Don't Nicky sound country like me now?
Shit, I done been in Georgia too long, so I got a little bit of country in me. That's right, y'all. Mm-hmm. Anyway, peace and blessings to y'all. Tonight. Well, what's up, YouTube? How y'all doing, YouTube? Y'all
peace, family.
Y'all good? All right, I'm on the bed tonight. I don't feel like sitting on no hard-ass plastic chair. I understand? Because I ain't got a big enough ass to, keep a cushion. So I ain't sitting on no hard-ass bed, okay?
What you trying to say?
I'm trying to say my ass ain't big enough to keep a cushion. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say shit. All right, y'all. Anyway, tonight we're going to talk about women taking their power back. And women that feel like it's their body and they can abort the baby, because that is like a hot topic right now. It's trending. Everybody's talking about it. And you know what? A lot of women are sitting on the fence with this, abortion thing. They're sitting on the fence with it. And, I got a lot to say. Now, we did talk about it the other day when I did a few readings, okay? And, women had their spiritually seeing. I could see someone was like, what the hell is she talking about? And that's my body. I'll do what the fuck I want to do. I could see it spiritually, right? But I got something for y'all women that think like that. I got something for y'all women that think like that, okay? And then you now got the topic of women saying that men, it's not about, aborting. It's the men trying to, take away the woman's sexuality, which is a whole bunch of bullshit, okay? But before we do that, we're going to talk about taking the power back. Now, I've been getting a lot of readings.
God damn it.
And I've been getting readings from my sisters. And some of these are young sisters that have families, okay? Some of these sisters, are dealing with these men. And I'm noticing, the young women are dealing with these young men thinking they can have their cake and eat it too, okay? and and I'm saying to myself, well, what type of generation are y'all dealing with? Because these young women are tolerating shit that I know. And y'all women that's my age, y'all know what I'm talking about. I tolerate shit I know that none of us would tolerate when we was in our 20s. If you was that type of woman, okay? I got 3 calls this week of 3 different women that were dealing with some issue with their men. These ain't even their husbands, y'all, okay? And they're dealing with these three-way relationships. And they're dealing with these little boys. They ain't dealing with men. Little boys, okay? And I'm not here to bash them, but I'm here to tell women, if you know who you are, take your goddamn power back. Now, I don't mention any names, but I like to bring up, because it's the same situation, different young lady, that are dealing with these young men that are having their cake and eat it too. And then what these young men are doing is using a lot of manipulative tactics for these young girls and feeding off of their vulnerability or their love for them, okay?
And their insecurities too.
And their insecurities. Because ladies, if y'all know what I'm talking about, back in the day a man would say, oh, ain't no man gonna want you with 2 babies or 3 babies. I remember my ex-husband told me, I said, watch me. I said, when you see me, you'll be here and I'll be there. And sure enough, 2 years later, I was there and he was here. You understand what I'm saying? So, I'm going to bring this up because we do know our men were socialized and programmed by society and taught that they think it's okay to have a mistress. It's okay. A man is going to be a man. A man's going to be a man. Bullshit. Bullshit, because a lot of these men out here are emotionally distressed, emotionally effed up in the head, and these men have lost their goddamn minds. These men have lost their minds. So with saying that, now you got young girls in their 20s that's tolerating the bullshit from these young boys. Example, I'm not going to mention no names, but I had a young lady call me, and the young lady says, well, I agreed to the three-way thing. I said, well, wait, hold on. I said, what? I said, what three-way thing did you agree to? Oh, well, he said that, he loved me and he loved her, but he's moving in with her and she's buying him all kind of shit. I said, rewind. I said, what the hell you mean? I said, how many kids you got? She said 3. I said, you got 3 kids by him, and you mean to tell me you're going to settle for less? You see? Now, see, this is where our sisters need to come up, and this is why this show is entitled, part of it, Take Your Power Back. That's so goddamn funny.
Daniel Brooks says, options, and C. Thomas says, shit, my ex said that because I had 6 children. I had 2 husbands since Ann got rid of both of my choices. Both my choice.
You damn right. And see what it is again, this is not cause my brothers, y'all know, my black brothers, y'all know I love y'all and I love the ground y'all walk on, but there's one thing we don't tolerate is bullshit. Okay, and the thing about it is that because y'all have been socialized and programmed under the society and been taught to think it's okay to look at a woman, or it's okay to lust after a woman, or it's okay if a man has a mistress on the side. You understand what I'm saying? This is something that's a learned behavior amongst our brothers. So with saying that, you got a set of brothers that are walking around here emotionally distressed, and then you got sisters that's walking around here that's settling for less. Nah,
the women just as messed up as the men.
Rodrigo, I'm not doing readings tonight. This is just topics, okay? If you want a personal reading, Rodrigo, you can go to the website and you can book a reading with me, okay? All right. Now, with saying that, let's go back. So the young lady's saying, okay, I got 3 of his kids, and he's over there with such and such. Now, like I said, we're not going to mention no names, but he's over there with such and such, and I'm here. I said, really? Oh, well, I love him. Really? You love him more than you love your goddamn self? Really? Yeah. Okay, so you love him so much. You done carried 3 of his children for a total of goddamn 24 months, okay? Almost 25, 26, whatever. 28 months, right? But you love this man so much that you will allow him to treat you less than what you're supposed to be treated after you done bed 3 of his kids? You done lost your goddamn mind.
Do you think the reason why this is happening because they see certain brothers on social media and have more than one wife and all of that, and they want to emulate that because they didn't want to be faithful in the first place?
Some of these brothers have seen some of these brothers on here talking about polygamy. Don't know shit. They don't know their assholes from their goddamn brains. Okay? So when you talk about polygamy, they need to understand what polygamy is and understand that only 1% of Africans have actually practiced polygamy, and it was put into play by Black African women, not men. For one. For 2, half of these brothers are so goddamn messed up in the head, they can't even deal with 1 sister, never mind 3. And you can't take care of them financially either, okay? And they have a whole different concept of what polygamy is for here in America. So some of these young men are walking around here talking about, oh yeah, well, I'm going to practice polygamy. I'm going to have me 2 and 3 women. And they basically really doing it anyway because they cheating. You know what I mean? They doing it anyway. So we're saying that, y'all. These young women and sisters, come on, y'all got to get up now. These young women are really losing their mind. They're tolerating that. And then they sitting back and they depressed. They drinking, they distraught, they dealing with the kids by themselves. So the young lady, she tells me, I said, let me tell you something. I said, first of all, I said, you lift your spirits up. I said, you love him more than you? No, I said, yes, you do. I said, you love him more than you love you. I said, how you allowing him to lay in the bed with another woman and you over here struggling and stressing to take care of 3 babies, and this Negro over there with the other chick enjoying and being free and hanging out and getting pleasurable nights with this other woman. Shit. It's not funny. Shit.
But They in love. He loves her. And she
Man,
loves
he
him.
don't love shit. He don't love shit. How the hell you
That
gonna
man
tell
say
me
he
you love
love
me?
both of them.
He don't bit shit. He don't even love his goddamn self.
He loves
Cause
both
now,
of them.
get this, y'all. The nigga, excuse my language, y'all, cause you know I'm getting more now. But the Negro ain't got no job, so he's basically pimping these two girls.
Daniel Brooks says, "Ah, please."
Oh, Janelle, what you mean?
Yeah.
All please. What you mean? All please, Janelle. So basically, what he's doing, and is he's really, first of all, pimping these two women. One of them got 3 of his kids, and the other one ain't got one. And let me get this, y'all. He's 27 and got 10 kids.
Golly. Woo.
27 with 10 children.
That boy slanging iron.
He ain't slinging iron. He's slinging a dirty dick. Excuse my language, y'all. That's what the hell he's slinging. That's what he's slinging. A dirty damn penis, okay?
He's shooting it everywhere. That's what I mean.
All I'm saying is like this. These young ladies, they need guidance, okay?
By the numbers say it's called drama.
And it's not just drama, it's more than that. It's something that we have to address in the black community. Because at the end of the day, you got these young women that are 26, 27 years old. And now, mind you, she's 26, she got 3 babies. 3 babies already. And you sitting up here and you allowing a young man who don't know his head from his asshole to dictate how you run your life. And then she told me, I said, text me. When he texts you, I'm going to tell you what, you know. And after I finished reading her, y'all. Because when I read her, I said, he likes to manipulate you. I said, he feeds off of the information and the fact that you love him. And what he'll do is he'll get in your mind. I said, but he needed an older sister to get in his ass. So I said, when he texts you, I said, you text me. So sure enough, y'all, he started texting her. Everything I told her he was going to do, he did. I said, see? I said, didn't I just tell you this? I said, I just told you this and he was going to do this. I said, now let me tell you how to come back at him. Right? I said, shut him down. Right? Shut him down. I said, this is what you tell him. No, you're not coming over my house. I said, break him down. Now, brothers, again, whoever's watching this, and brothers, do not get it confused. For those of you who watch me, know and been watching me, y'all know how I am. I bring the balance. I'll defend brothers when needed. I'll defend sisters. But right now, some of these young brothers are out of goddamn order, okay? So right now, what I told him to do, and some brothers going to have a problem with it, but I don't give a goddamn. I told her, I said, break him down to build him up. And that's what some of these young brothers need. You got to break him down to build him up, okay? So I told him, I said, you let him know, just like this. I said, you let him know. You will not come and put your dirty penis inside of my vagina until you get it right. You will not come and taint and dirty up my body, my temple, until you get it right. You can't have 2 women. It don't work like that. And see, y'all women got to stop playing second to women. Now, mind you, she had 3 of his babies. Make him be a man. Because right now, what you're dealing with is a little boy. You're dealing with a little boy. You ain't dealing with no man. You're dealing with a little boy who don't know his head from his asshole, who don't understand that his penis and his body is his temple, and slinging his penis around like he got free reign to do that. And then on top of that, he's got 10 children at the age of 27, ain't doing shit for neither one of them. So what does that tell you? And when he came the first time and told you he had 6, you should have ran the other goddamn way. You should have ran the other way. So now we're saying that.
Yeah, I agree with that, because y'all women, just like if most men, if a woman has 6 kids, he don't really want to have nothing to do with her, and he'll run the other way. He might want to sleep with her, but he ain't trying to have no relationship with her. Y'all need to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Janelle Brooks says you guys are right.
Yeah. Now see, the thing about it is that we gotta understand. And like I tell y'all women and young women that's watching the show, a man can only do to you what you allow. And a lot of y'all young women are settling for being treated any goddamn way. And you're not, your self-esteem is low. Let me tell y'all something. Like I said, you got 3 kids. I looked at that girl's picture. I said, you beautiful. I said, let me tell you something. A man will want you with 3 kids. Don't get it confused, because I know a lot of them that wanted me with 4 and 2 wasn't mine. They didn't give a damn. They was willing to step up to the plate, take care of me and the kids. I just wasn't having it.
That's old news. Anyway, let's go. I'm just kidding.
I'm just bringing up a point. You know what I mean? So for the sisters that are listening, because a lot of them, these men use a lot of psychological, tactics on these young girls, and they've been taught by the older brothers. Okay. Now, how about that? So, don't try to hold your head down. Look at the camera, brother Dinker. Why are you trying to hide? What?
Black Cutie 82 says, thank you for talking to my mom. I don't know who that is.
Okay, I don't know who's Black Cutie. Who's your mom? Okay, so pretty much y'all got it. Y'all, if you got daughters, talk to your daughters. If y'all older sisters, we need to get a hold of these younger sisters.
And actually, me and y'all need to talk to y'all daughters too, because, really, I don't know, me, I always try to let my daughter know the type of shit men do. You know what I'm saying? I wish when I was growing up, my mama would have told me the type of shit women do, but she didn't. But I always told my daughter the truth about men.
Oh boy, here we go. All right. My mama should have told me about women. You see what I'm saying? You see the shit right here, y'all.
She should have.
You know what I mean?
But women don't like to tell on women.
Women tell on women. You understand?
The only time that moms really tell on women when they don't like the woman that their son is dating.
Now, let me explain something to y'all. These young women are walking around here like they don't know shit. And we haven't been a good role model for them. For them to accept a goddamn 3-way shit. What kind of shit is that? What kind of shit is that? My grandmother used to say, don't you ever play second to no woman. If a man can't put you first, then you don't need him. And see, I was telling the story to the young lady, okay? Now, the young lady, she got some balls that day, y'all. And I told her, I said, you tell him he's not allowed to come into your house. He's not allowed to put his hands on you until he respects you as his baby mother, and he, makes a decision. Is he going to deal with you or he going to deal with her?
KTG Detroit 313 said, my mom passed away yesterday. She used to like watching you guys. Sorry to hear that, brother.
Sorry about hear that. What's your mom's name?
Yeah, what's your mom's name? KTG Detroit. KTG Detroit 313. What's your mom's name?
She's an ancestor now. Make sure you pour libations for your mom, okay?
He said her name. She said, Brenda from Alabama. Cutie 82 said Brenda from Alabama is her mom.
Brenda from Alabama? I just talked to Brenda tonight.
No, not
What?
Not his mom that passed. He what? Said thank you. Cutie, Black Cutie 82 said thank you for talking to my mom, and we said what's her name? Said Brenda from Alabama. But this is the one who said his mom had just passed. This one.
Oh, KTG.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I talked to Brenda tonight. Black Cutie. Okay. KTG Detroit. My mom passed away yesterday. She used to like watching you guys. Like, okay. So KTG, what's your mother's name? What's your mother's name? Okay. All right, y'all. So let's get back to the topic now. Now, we got to understand that we got to start talking to these young women and these young men. Okay. I was saying we can't teach a man how to be a man, but we can teach him to find a man within himself. Okay. Now, these young women are losing their mind. They're allowing these young men to do the things that they're doing to them. Not only that, they're not breaking the cycle of what a family's supposed to be. These young men are not being made responsible for doing what they have to do by their children either, okay? So we got to do better, y'all. We got to do better. And see, the thing about it is, again, it's not a bash against my black men, but it's a situation where, guess what? They got emotional distresses and issues too. And we're saying that, like I told her, break him down to bring him back up. And what I mean by that is break his self-esteem down. Let him know what kind of daddy he is. Let him know what kind of man he is. Because what you want to do is you want to give him something to think about. Okay? You want to give him something to think about. Make him feel dirty. Make him feel like he's a filthy dog. You understand? And it may sound crazy, y'all, but you know what? In order for him to see and recognize what type of man he wants to be, you got to break him down. Okay?
But some of these men feel like, shit, you knew I was a dog when you met me. What about them type of dudes?
I got them too. I got them goddamn ones too. I got them ones too. The ones who want to say shit like that. Oh, well, you knew I was a dog when you met me. You know what? Well, guess what? Guess what? Now, spiritually, I'm going to make sure your penis don't work. How about that? How about that? You want to continue to be a goddamn dog? I'll make sure your penis don't work. How about if I make sure that no woman even looks to you? No, it's not playing dirty, because if you want to run your goddamn mouth and talk about you knew who you was a dog when you met me. So you telling me
the woman get to say everything and he just got to take it? He not supposed to say anything?
He shouldn't be. First of all, his ass need to realize that his body's his temple too. No man is invincible from dis-ease. Let me say it again. No man is invincible from dis-ease. That means that you can get syphilis, gonorrhea, HIV, you can get all that shit. You can get chlamydia, you can get bacteria in the little hole through your penis. Let's not get it confused. No man is invincible. So a man should understand that his body's his temple too. But see, he's been so brainwashed and programmed and socialized by this society that puts men up on a pedestal like they're just invincible to every goddamn thing. Like, okay, you know what? A man, you want to call a woman a hoe, but then at the end of the day, you a hoe too because you slinging your penis around. Come on now. Come on. So we're saying that y'all men better wake up too. Y'all better wake up. This ain't no game. This ain't no joke. And you think you cool? Oh, yeah, well, you know, yo, bro, I got to go over here and I got to go check out Stacy. You know what I mean? And I'm going to be with Stacy tonight, and then tomorrow I'm going to get with Sharon. Get the F out of here with that bullshit. And y'all young women need to stop allowing them to do that to you. And if you continue to allow them to do it, you deserve what the hell you get. You deserve what you get, because you have not taking the time to raise up your standards and understand what being a black woman is in this society right now. You see what I'm saying? And this is why these men get away with the bullshit that they get away with. You're allowing it. Ain't no way in the world. Nigga, you done made 10 kids. Now, and I told her, I said, you got to take responsibility because you knew he had more, 6 kids. I said, you should have ran the other way. I said, but then you laid down and had 3 more with this nigga? I said, you are the problem too. You're the problem too. Ain't that much love in the goddamn world. You hear what I'm saying? And then you're going to agree to a goddamn 3-way? Have you literally lost your goddamn mind? Have our women gotten so low and so down and dirty into, the fact that black woman is this and that you have to settle for less? I don't think so. And sisters, y'all got to start schooling these young sisters. And you know what? They got attitude. You understand? They think they fucking know. Okay, you know what I mean? But you break them down too. Because by the time I got off the phone with that sister, I had 2 last night, right? Mm-hmm. By the time I got off the phone with that one, she was like, thank you for inspiring me. She was on her job, y'all. She was on her job. He wanted to come over. I said, don't let the Negro come over there. I said, no. I said, tell him no, he don't get that privilege no more until he makes a decision. And she did. She texted me back, yo. She said, wow, I feel like I got my strength back. I said, that's all I instilled in you through this whole reading. I said, because you don't let a man take you down to the point where you can't even function to take care of yourself and your 3 babies. I said, because when it's all said and done, you still got to look out for them babies. You hear what I'm saying?
Janelle Brooks says some of these religions have men under the illusion that they could have multiple females.
Well, yeah, that's it. Islam. Oh, you can have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wives. Get that out of here. Get that out of here. American men ain't got no business practicing polygamy. And American men that are into Islam ain't got no business having 25 wives. They are so emotionally distressed and effed up in the head, they don't know how to deal with it. They cannot deal with having 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wives. They cannot. I don't give a goddamn who you think you are, how much you bow down your head. You cannot and financially and mentally.
And you know what, people, what that's lacking really is people don't understand the fact that it's a spiritual. You have to be somewhere. You have to be in the right place spiritually to even consider something like that anyway. And like you said, like a lot of us, growing up in America and going through the things we deal with, we aren't strong enough mentally to deal with having two wives. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the point in the fact is that y'all, you see, first of all, we need a lot of healing. We need a lot of healing. I get a lot of brothers that call me for spiritual readings. I get a lot of sisters that call me. And you know what I noticed from doing this for so many years is that we need some universal healing. You hear what I'm saying? Universal healing. So with saying that, when I'm doing these, readings and I'm looking into, and as I was talking to the young lady, as I was reading her, I'm feeling like, okay, this poor child is really in her mind, feeling like she's nothing. She has to settle for her man going to another woman because that's the only way she's going to keep him. She's not realizing that she has 3 children, and you understand that she deserves respect. You see, so she's not, being guided in the sense where she has to understand you got to love you more than you love him. You got to, and then not only that, when you love you, you got to worry about them 3 babies now. He's not even a part of the equation. So what's happening is these young women are settling and allowing themselves to be, how could I put this, y'all? These young women allowing themselves to be really just, torn apart. I had a young woman that called me last night. Tell her this story. The one with the, I was doing readings up to 4 o'clock in the morning, y'all. Okay?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And long story short, you know, she had some issues going on with her, and she that her and her husband drink a lot, and she thought something that happened that didn't happen, and the problem is both of them got issues, and she told the lady, what was really going on, gave her a real reading, and she broke her down at the end, like in the middle of the reading, she broke down and was crying because she said, everything you told me is right.
Now, the thing about it is, it goes like this, y'all. She called, and again, we do not put out names, but people have similar situations so they could relate. She called. She said she was drinking, and she was drinking a lot because she was stressed out. The woman had got 6 kids. Her husband is 18 years older than her, old enough to be her father. You hear what I'm saying? Old enough to be her father. So basically, when she called, she was worried about a situation that he accused her of, okay? And we're not going to talk about the person's situation, but the point is she didn't do nothing at all. The fact that they were drinking and the alcohol was taking her over. So when she began to tell me, I said, first of all, how many children you got? You got 6 kids. How old are you? 37. 6 kids and you 37. You married this man, he's 18 years old, and this man is in his 50s. She goes, well, I'm stressed out. I'm the only breadwinner in the house. Okay, now hold on. Rewind. Where do you take responsibility at? And again, it comes back to allowing a man to do certain things to you. A man can only, and I'm going to say it again, sisters, a man can only do to you what you allow. Okay? So now you have allowed this man that's practically old enough to be your goddamn father to sit up there and allow you to work and take care of them 6 babies and his old ass. My mother used to say, you don't need nothing old but some goddamn money. Right? And then on top of that, all 6 children of his. And he's sitting back while you stressed out, so you drinking. As a result of this, you are damaging and killing your body because you are stressed out and you have allowed a grown-ass man had 6 babies with this man to take you to the point where you're at now, where you're drinking. So when I begin to read her, I'm looking at her body, right? Because y'all know I do medical intuitive too. So I said, your liver's not good. I said, then your kidneys are showing me bacteria, right? What did she say?
She said, "You're right. I've been having a lot of pain in my kidneys, and I just been going. I've been having a lot of pain down there and stuff like that." So she said, "You was right. She had just went to the doctor."
And they told her about her liver, and
Mm-hmm.
they told her about her kidneys, right? I said, now look at you. I said, so you're willing to kill yourself. You're willing to kill yourself when you should be making that old ass Negro get up and do what he has to do for you and the babies. And let me tell y'all
Oh
something. I
shit!
wasn't playing. I was mad because I'm thinking, what the hell is wrong with my sisters? Why you all have resulted to coming down to this level when you always some of the most strongest? And see, the men don't like when I say this, y'all. Oh, black women are strong. You damn right. You damn right. In this society, they was forced to be strong. Okay? Because look at the perfect example. This nigga was 55 years old and he ain't out there making sure that he bust his butt to do what he got to do to take care of his 6 babies and his children, his wife. Uh-uh. Ain't no excuse. Get off your old behind. I don't give a goddamn what you got to do. I don't care if you got to sell something, you got to make something. You should be a man and make sure that your wife is not so stressed out that she's drinking to the point where her health is being affected now. Okay? And I told her, excuse me, y'all, you got to take responsibility for what you have allowed that man to do to you. And this is a big problem in the community, family. This is a big problem in the community. It has to stop. And we need healing. Wow, WUNAM, your energy is so huge. I could feel it. No, it's so intense in my phone. Maybe that's because I got a little bit of rest, y'all. It was raining here. That's why I look like this, because I was sleeping. I came home at 5:30. Had to take the granddaughter to Taekwondo. Came home. We took them out to eat. Came home. I was out. Okay? So I woke up about 9:30. But anyway, all I'm saying is, family, women and men, we got to do better. Now, again, I told her the same thing. I said, break him down to build him back up. I said, you make him feel less than a man. And a lot of brothers may not agree with it, but it is what it is. Because at the end of the day, these women are not making these babies by themselves, okay? They're not making these babies by themselves, and you women need to take responsibility because you're allowing these men to put you what you're going through, and you're stressed out, you're drinking, you know what, your blood pressure's high. You have to take responsibility for your actions and what part you play in it. Which means that you don't allow no man to ever get you to the point where you can't function for your children. You cannot function for your children. Okay? Now, like I said, some brothers might not like it, but it is what it is. And at the end of the day, if there's one thing you know is that the brothers, they love their mothers, right? They'll complain, oh, I don't want you telling me what to do. Are you not my mother? But then again, act like a man then. Stop acting like a little boy. Take care of your responsibility. If you're going to walk around here making kids all over the goddamn place, then guess what? You need to handle your business. Handle your business. You wasn't thinking about it when you laid down with the woman and stuck your penis in her and impregnated her. Take care of your business. Okay? Any questions? What they say?
No, they're not putting anything up there.
Rodrigo, I'm gonna answer your questions since we got some other people coming through. Facebook is going in and out. Rodrigo, now that you're single, okay? Now that you're single, Spirit is telling me you need to take a break from men. Rodrigo, Spirit is telling me you need to be doing some other stuff. Take a break from men, okay? Because you done been through some things with men, okay? And I'm not just talking about the last one because I know about your little, other stuff, and we won't speak on that here. But Spirit has shown me that you need to take a break from men and you need to focus on you. It's okay, date yourself. And that's another thing, women. Now, a lot of us feel like we can't be without nobody. And that's okay. Some women and men are not meant to be alone, but you do need to take a break. Because if you're going through unhealthy one shifts, and they're not working, that's time for you to sit back and do some analyzing and healing for yourself. Okay? Start healing for yourself. That's what we need to do. And a lot of times we don't. We go, oh, I gotta have a man in my life. I gotta have a woman in my life. I can't function with a man or woman. But then you wonder why you're going through these failed ownships. Now, we're gonna move on. I'm gonna say this to y'all. Y'all young women, stop letting these men treat you less than a woman. Start taking your power back. Do not settle for less. Do not play second to a woman. If he is not going to do right by you, then kick his ass to the curb. Or break him down to rebuild him back up, because you know what, he just don't know.
But what about, because we do have clients that just don't want to leave that man alone. They don't want to lose to the other woman. We got a couple.
That's what she said, though. She goes, well, I feel like I'm in a battle. It's not a battle. It's not a battle. You're battling for nothing.
And really, to be honest, if they would have just followed, a lot of times when these women, when y'all come to get spiritual help from us, to get a man back or get him to leave another woman alone, the clients that it work for right away is the ones that follow instructions. The ones that don't follow instructions, they deal with the same shit over and over and over and over. And all they have to do is just listen to us. The ones that listen to us and they do what we tell them to do, that man comes back quick. You know what I'm saying? The ones that don't, now when I say quick, I mean, 2 months, 3 months, but they come. The ones who don't listen and try to force him to come back and won't let it go, he don't come back.
First of all, we ain't supposed to be bringing no man back if he's not for her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Now, my recommendation is we got to read it. And once we read it, first of all, you shouldn't even want him back. Because that says that the man needs healing. The boy needs healing, okay?
Yeah.
Obviously, he feels like, you know what? He got to go from woman to woman. He's making kids all over the place. He needs some type of healing. It is what it is. Now, I'm not going to recommend bringing no man back and doing no spiritual work to bring no man back. Because at the end of the day, you have to divine the situation to see what it is.
A lot of these women, though, that we do help is because spiritual work was done to take them away from them.
And in cases like that, that's a different story. But in this situation right here, these young men need just as much healing as some of us women, okay? So I'm going to say this. At the end of the day, young women, you got to take your power back. If you don't have kids, it's not too late to focus, move on. Because she was going to nursing school. I told her, go to school. I said, go to school, take care of your babies, and move on with your life. I said, it's not about a battle with the other woman, because the other women don't give a damn. I said, and I guarantee you, when you cut him off, she ain't going to want him no more. It's the thrill of it, knowing that she can have a man and take him from his baby mama. I said, that's all a game.
And dudes feel the same way.
What?
A lot of dudes be like, man, I'm going to take that nigga girl, and they be feeling the same way.
Yeah, well, be a woman, be a man, and don't settle for the game. Ain't nobody got time for that chaos bullshit. And wondering why windows are being broken out, and you know what I'm saying, and scratching up your cars. And come on, y'all, y'all got to do better. And we're saying that, family, at the end of the day, y'all young women got to understand, it's not worth the time and energy if you have to fight over a man, and vice versa. Because I've seen brothers fight over women too. It's not worth the time or energy.
Tiger Divine said, are we taking relationship questions?
Tiger Divine, we're not doing readings, it's like I told Rodrigo. But if you have a question about something in reference to, what a statement or comment, I'm not reading nobody really tonight like that. But go ahead. What's the question, Tiger Divine? And then we're going to get into this topic because it's a very heated topic. It's a very controversial topic. Right now, there's a big argument with Alabama Senate, talking about abortions and how the doctors are even going to go to jail. I want to talk about this because I want to get the women's opinions about how they feel about this, because a lot of women, I'm seeing it on Twitter, I'm seeing it on Instagram, it's my body, I'll do what I want to do. You see what I'm saying? So I want to get into that. Tiger Divine, what's your question? Shit, I'm still tired, y'all. We ain't gonna be on here long. What?
He didn't say it. He didn't put his question in yet.
All right, so let's get into this topic. Now, at the end of the day, it's a controversial topic all over Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, okay? A lot of women are angry. They're saying that it's not about abortion. It's about the men trying to shut down the women's sexuality, and they don't want women to have sex, and it's men trying to shut them down. It's not about the abortion. What's your thoughts about that, brother? I think.
I mean, to say he don't, all you gotta do is use protection. Use contraceptives. Yeah, it could be accidents or slip ups, but at the same time, you really need to protect yourself on your end, and he needs to protect himself on his end. And both of y'all do that, y'all should be able to avoid having a baby. And the problem is, nobody thinks about this is an innocent life that y'all are killing. Y'all are really killing a baby. So what you mean, somebody if y'all can't make the right decision, and I'm not saying that women can't make the right decisions. Yes, y'all body, but y'all don't have the right to take an innocent life. And the one of the leading killers, like she said last week, in abortions is black people. You know what I'm saying? Because they put a lot of these abortion clinics are in, are close to
One of the number one killers.
are close to universities. Those clinics are close to universities and stuff like that because they sell the black fetus and stuff like that to the universities. These things are done on purpose, and they're put in the hood. So that a lot of think about all these black babies that have been murdered, and they say we're only 10% of the population. Just imagine how many black people have been killed since they legalized abortion.
Then you got the women running around here. Well, it's my body. I'll make a decision. Just think about this, sisters. Did your mothers make a decision about aborting your ass? Y'all know I'm going to keep it real. Did your mother make a decision about aborting your ass? It was her body. Should she have aborted you? You see, and a lot of people feel like, well, you don't understand it. What if she's raped? What if this is that? What if this is that? Okay, at the end of the day, see, this is why it's important for women to understand. Women, you all got to understand. Women, you're very in tune with nature. Down even to the point where you get your menstrual when the moon comes out. So women are the closest thing to nature, right? And women need to start going back to studying nature. Start going back to understanding nature. Understanding the cycle of nature. The cycle of nature says there must continue life. That means procreation. See, we have gotten so caught up and so disconnected away from the very thing called nature that we forgot that we ain't really running nothing down here, y'all. We ain't running nothing. We're not running anything, which means that no matter how heinous the act is, when a baby comes through your womb and chooses to come through your womb, that ain't got nothing to do with you. That got something to do with the cycle of nature. So what gives you the right to think that you can get an abortion? Because I've known some women that used abortion like goddamn birth control. And get an abortion and tear a little innocent child apart. You all know how to do abortions, right? Burn them, throw them in acid, pull them out with forceps, pull out a leg, pull out an arm. Just put yourself in that mindset and think about your leg being snatched off. Think about your brain being squished by a goddamn forceps. You see? And y'all, oh, well, it's my body. If I don't want a baby, if you don't want a baby, keep your goddamn legs closed. If you don't want a baby, use birth control. And there's solutions to what a lot of the women are saying. Somebody said, well, what if a 11-year-old child is raped? Because it's true. All me and my family got our periods at 11 years old. At 11 years old, because that child is a part of nature, and that child becomes of childbearing age, and physically we can't see it like that. This is where she has to be.
Tiger Divine, they say yeah. 25 out of the 1,000, they say 25 per 1,000 people. If 1,000 people get abortions, 25 of them are black babies. But I don't know what that percentage rate is. I guess it's like about
you see 6%. What I'm saying? And that's ridiculous. They say the number one killer of black people are abortions. That's what they say. The number one of black people are abortions. Right? So now we're saying that, family. As a matter of fact, it's funny. Let me tell y'all what's crazy about this, y'all. I'm looking at this.
They say out of 1,000 babies that will be aborted, 444 of them will be black. Out of 1,000. That's what.
You see?
That's a lot of black lives.
Abortion is murder. Take proper steps to protect yourself. And if you have, okay, Michaela says I've been outside every morning barefoot, consistently the path. That's good, Michaela. That's very good. Get connected back with nature. But see, women are not realizing it's not just about the men wanting to take power. It's about women understanding and taking their roles back in nature and understanding that at the end of the day, you are physically born here to procreate life. Men, you have the seed. Women, you got the egg to continue life. So who are we, and what gives us the right to take life? And my thing is, at the end of the day, the only way that you should be able to do and I don't even like to call it an abortion, but if a baby should be taken, if it's going to affect your life.
If it's gonna, you mean by affecting, you mean like they could die.
Mm-hmm.
And C. Thomas says, my thoughts are white people are dying faster than they are being born. This is to ensure that more of them make it through. At the rate that they are dying, they will be extinct eventually. I don't think this has nothing to do with them making it through. I just feel like, because if you go back and research what Frances Cress Wilson said, she said that the more of us that are born is worse for them. So I don't think that has nothing to do with it. I just think that all of a sudden there's been a mandate passed down that they have to get rid of abortions, and every state is doing it at an alarming. They're doing it quick, and this is the hot topic across every state in America. Like, all of them are doing it. I think it was a mandate pushed down that this has to be done. Like, no more abortions. I don't think that it has nothing to do with, them trying to take the right from the woman. I think this is just a mandate that's been passed down that they have to stop doing abortions.
You know what's crazy? Because I'm looking at Instagram now, and they show a picture, y'all. And let me see if I can show y'all the picture. There's a picture right here. And let me see if y'all show how they get the baby out the womb. Can y'all see that picture? Y'all see how they pulling out, how the baby comes out in pieces, y'all? Look at this this is on YouTube. This is how they pull the baby out. Y'all see this right here? Look at that. And this is the baby after they pull it out. Okay? Now, I wanted to show y'all that. Now, I'm going to tell y'all like this. Now, watch this. Somebody said, like, this shit is fucking funny, and I'm being real, y'all, which just pissed me the hell off. My abortion just sucked the baby out. Really? Really? So you got the nerve and the audacity to just sit there and say, my abortion just sucked the baby. You think it's goddamn fucking funny? You think it's a joke? You think it's a goddamn joke? It's not a joke. Oh, it just sucked. So that means you have no regards to life. Anybody who don't have no regards to life don't deserve to have life. Don't deserve to have life. It's some bullshit. So you gonna sit up there and brag about that shit? The baby still suffers. He sucked it out. The baby gets sucked up in a goddamn vacuum, and they go to pieces. Do you realize that baby has a heartbeat? Oh, you think that's funny? And see, people like that. And y'all know I don't curse nobody. I don't do rituals to harm nobody. But people like that have no regard for life, I will call upon the ancestors to take theirs, because at the end of the day, a baby is innocent. And because of your selfish act, because of your selfish, heinous act of wanting to have sex, open your goddamn legs, or stick your penis in a woman and do it like you were supposed to, it's okay. You know what? It's all right. You know what? And if she gets pregnant, she'll just go get an abortion. That shit is not cool, y'all. That's not cool.
And not to mention that actually is...
Shit. That pissed me off.
In the future, if I seen women that had a lot of abortions to the point where they couldn't have any when they finally wanted to have them.
That's what they get for using abortions for goddamn birth control. That's what they get. And it's sad because you gonna sit up here and brag about that. Oh, oh yeah, really? Keep your goddamn legs closed in. You wanna take a life like that? You can't picture that shit in your mind, a baby being sucked out with a vacuum like he's just a piece of fucking meat? Come on now. Some bullshit. And again, if you know, and that goes for men too. Men, if you know you don't want children, put a condom on your goddamn penis. Put a condom on your penis. And women, if you know you don't want to use birth control, they got female condoms, they got all kind of shit now. Ain't no excuse. Ain't no excuse. And if you happen to get pregnant, oh well, keep the baby and give it up for adoption if you don't want no goddamn kids. You're so worried about your physical body. Oh, I don't want my body messed up. Shit. Your body ain't your body any goddamn way. Your body's here temporarily and it belongs to this earth. It don't belong to you. Your body don't belong to you. Your body was created to do what it does on this earth, which is to procreate. You got it confused. You're a spiritual being living a human experience. That's why your asses can't live forever physically. Because you were brought here to do what you had to do, which was procreate. Not for y'all to sit up here and do it and be selfish. Oh, well, sex. There's so much more to sex than what y'all goddamn know. Y'all gotta get it right. Michelle Lawrence said I was pregnant at 18 when I told my mom. She sent me to my grandmother in Louisiana. My grandmother and aunt tried to make me get an abortion. I refused. My grandmother was putting something in my food. Let me see what you're saying, Michelle. She was putting something in your food that caused me to lose my baby.
Damn. Think about that.
Your grandmother was out of order. Your grandmother was totally out of order. They didn't give her right to take a life. And see, at the end of the day, I'm sure she got her karma back for that. Y'all got to understand that karma does come back. Karma comes back. They call it reciprocity. What goes around comes around. You can't think you can do something and get away with it. You cannot think that you're going to do something and it may not come back to you in 5 minutes, but it may come back to you in 2 years, and then it may come back in 5 minutes. And especially the energy we are now. Babies are innocent. Elders are innocent. And we got to understand, family, they're the closest to the spiritual realm. And if we don't stop and take the time to understand that we are truly part of this place called Earth. And when, as I always say, y'all, when you walk outside, you walk into yourself. And when you walk into yourself, you must understand that you are part of this cycle called Earth. So you have no control over what happens with your physical body like that. Really? You really don't. Women, rights, this going on, oh, well, that's my body. No, it's not your body. If it's your goddamn body, let me see you stay here forever. Stay here forever. If it's your body. This body's temporary, y'all. Temporary. And your body. This body belongs to Earth. That's why when a person dies, they go right back to the very thing they're a part of called Earth. Your bones, your body's made up of the same things. What the hell y'all think? You just did on my body. Get the hell out of here with that bullshit. It ain't your body. It's your temporary body. But you still don't own it. You still don't own it. So when you really want to get down and dirty with it, no, this body belongs to Mother Earth. Everything was created and everything has a cycle. And this cycle says when it's time for a woman to bear children, okay, she must bear the children to procreate, to keep the cycle going. Just like in the summertime, you know, in the wintertime, the plants and trees lose their leaves. Everything has a cycle. And you too have a cycle, my sister and brother. Don't get it confused. That's right, WUNAM, you did not create yourself. Any more questions over there on
C. Thomas says, I don't judge because one of my daughters was conceived because her father slipped off the condom when the lights went out. I had my daughter, but he denied her for 2 years. It was a bad situation.
That's something he got to deal with, okay? That's something he got to deal with. And you had your daughter. And see, same thing happened to me. I said, okay, well, you need to get an abortion. You can kiss my natural black ass. I ain't killing shit. And guess what? At the end of the day, I'll take care of my child. I don't need you or nobody else. I know what it is. I know what the cycle is. She got to be here. She got a journey. She got to continue on her cycle. She got 2 beautiful children. My other one got 1 beautiful child. So they got to continue the cycle of life. And see, women got to understand and come back to knowing their role and their part in nature. You got to know what part you play in nature. You are very close to nature, women. So you got to understand what role you play. You play the biggest role, which is procreating and bearing children to continue the cycle of life on this earth. Not for you to go get it pulled out of your stomach and torn apart. Not for you to think that you sufficient in there. You had the topic of, well, what if a woman's raped? Obviously, if a woman's raped, that baby was supposed to come through her womb. It may sound heinous, but it's not all about you, goddammit. It's about the physical cycle that takes place here on earth. And yes, it was bad to get raped. No woman should have to get raped. No woman should have to go through that. But again, it's not your body. It belongs to earth. It belongs to Mother Earth. And if you don't want that child, if you have been raped and that happens, and at the end of the day, what gives you the right to kill that child? Take that child, and what you do is you give it up for adoption if you don't want it, so you don't have the memories of being raped. You have to respect the natural cycle of life. You have to respect the natural cycle of life. And when it's all said and done, no human being, no mere mortal human being is here forever. Don't own shit down here. Despite of what they make you think, don't own a goddamn thing down here. When Mother Nature wants to come and take you, she takes you. She can take you with fire. She can take you with water. She can take you with air. Have respect for nature. Have respect for the cycle of nature. Understand how the cycle of the planet Earth works. Stop being selfish, thinking you own something. You don't own your body. Like I said, if you do, let me see you stay here forever. Let me see you stay here forever. You can't. It ain't happening. Any questions, family, before we get off of here? Any questions before we get off?
Your cousin says peace.
Who?
Your cousin. Right here. Queen Kashiba Gala.
Peace, cuz. How are you? How are you? How you doing? My thoughts are that white people are dying faster than they are being born.
I read that.
You know, C. Thomas is called, you know, Frances Cress Welsing, wrote the book about genetic annihilation.
The ISIS papers.
The ISIS papers, and it talks about how, you know, the white people fertility rate is going down. Okay? I don't think that has anything to do with these laws that they're putting out about abortion. I think that what's happening is that we're going through a transformation on this earth. And what's happening is everybody is starting to be more compassionate. And I told you guys this years ago. We're going to see humanity, and we're going to see humanity becoming more passionate. Now, if you all remember, in reference to what's going on with the male, these women say it's about male control. No, it's not. What it is that, as I told you all, the divine feminine energy has risen. And the divine feminine energy in the male counterpart has become more sensitive. Okay, because they had to bring the balance back. That's what that my art is about. So the balance had to be brought back. So what we're seeing now is we're seeing the men that are being transformed by Mother Earth to bring the balance of masculine and feminine back. And these men are understanding that life means a lot. You understand what I'm saying? The sensitive side of the men are coming out now. Their feminine side, and it's not even about being effeminized or being turned into, you know, a gay person. No, this is happening naturally. There's nothing you could do about it. We're going through a natural transformation, and we're saying that again. I think what we're seeing is a level of the male energy understanding what life is about. Because you have to remember, all these years we've been under a patriarchal system. And under this patriarchal system, there has been nothing but chaos, destruction, war, okay? And now, what their ancestors are saying, we got to bring the balance back. No more chaos. We're going to bring the balance back because we have to have the feminine energy bring it back. But now what the feminine energy is doing is operating their masculine energy, trying to say that the masculine is trying to shut them down. No, it's not. Feminine energy, you stand your position, you understand what your position is, you understand how you play a vital role in this earth, how you are part of this earth, and how it is very important that we continue the cycle of life, not take it away.
Xavier's Xavier Friend says, should I take this new job or should I build my new business?
Let me tell y'all something. Y'all stop trying to get free reading. I give back when ancestors told me to give back. Y'all stop being cheap and go to the website and pay for some goddamn readings. I charge as low as $25 for one question. I can't stand opportunists. And Xavier France, this is just not geared towards you. Because I got 2 other people who came on here asking for readings. Y'all stop being cheap. And if you don't have the money, say so. And then you might get a complimentary reading. Okay? But don't come on here and think y'all gonna do it. Only time I do free readings is when ancestors told me to give back to the community. And if you missed it, you missed it.
Xavier France said, you're right, Nikki. I'll reach out to you.
Xavier France, you know what the website is. Okay? Y'all stop doing that. Y'all gotta respect when ancestors say do it. And I respect it because I know there's some people who can't afford to get reading. So that's why a lot of times ancestors say, well, go on. Last week I did it. With head wrap and everything. I was in the pajamas. Ancestors said, go on and do the free readings. There's some people need some readings, so I'll do that. But when I don't come on here automatically thinking I'm going to read for you. Because you also, this is my job 24/7. Y'all got to pay too. Just like y'all go to work and want to get paid, I want to get paid too. I don't mind giving back, but you don't take advantage of what I do. That goes for everybody. Don't do that. That's not right. How would you like to go to work and don't get paid for your services? Would you like it? You'd be mad as hell, won't you? And you might do extra things at work that you don't mind getting paid for, but how you like if your boss came and said, you know what, your job title is to, be cashier, but we're going to have you stocking, cashier, receptionist, answering phone. We're going to pay you the same pay. How would you like it? Don't do that. Don't take advantage, especially some of my people just goddamn ratchet. Don't be so ratchet. Have respect for what we do. And if you're blessed enough to be able to get a free reading once in a while, because I do them more often than y'all know, then be respectful and take your ass to the website and give back. It's a continued blessing cycle. So if I give, you give back. Don't be cheap. Some people be up here in the inbox and shit trying to get free readings. And be slick.
And they'll lie and say they paid on the website and they don't know that when they pay, it comes straight to our phone and tells us somebody bought something or paid something.
Right.
It tells us right away, and then when we tell them that it's not up there, when we say send a picture of the receipt, then all of a sudden they'll go ahead and pay and it'll show up.
But that's not even what about the ones who get in there? Oh, well, I just need your advice. Right?
Yeah. When you won't read for them, then they'll say they need advice.
Right. Oh, I just need your advice. Don't try to be slick. Don't. There's one thing I know.
Everybody does that.
I'm a seer. I can see. I can see through the depths of your soul. Don't try to play me. On top of that, just because I say I'm an African indigenous traditional healer and I'm spiritual don't mean that I ain't got no goddamn street smarts either. Okay? Don't think that I know a player too. I know that street, the other side too. Don't get it confused. I ain't grew up in Brooklyn for nothing, y'all. So at the end of the day, you go, oh, well, I need your advice. Nah, stop lying. You need a goddamn reading. Don't try to switch the words up and shit. Well, I just think just to get it, trying to, well, what do you think? No, I think I got to do a reading because I got to tap in to see what the hell is going on. Don't try to play me. I can't stand that, y'all. It makes me angry. Oh, I just want to ask you a question. I tell people sometimes, you know what? And these have to be valid questions. Nikki, you know what? Let's see let me see. Well, this is going on and like one sister called me the other day and she was dealing with a situation where the man was drinking and she really wanted to know if the other woman was doing work on her. I wouldn't answer it. Well, what should I do? Well, the thing about it is that, you know what, honestly speaking, if you pay for a reading, I can read it and tell you what you should do. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to answer the question because you're really trying to undercover get a goddamn reading. That's what you're doing. Don't play me like that. See, my thing is I have a very compassionate heart and I help those who don't have. And I will help you if you're honest with me and you say, well, Nikki, I really don't have the money. I'm really broke, but this is a very valid question. And it has to be valid, y'all, because don't come with me no dumbass questions either. It has to be valid. You know, for instance, my mom's sick. I don't have the money to pay, but do you see that I need to help her or something like that? I'll read you because that's my compassionate heart. But when you come, oh, well, do you think he's with another woman now? I just need your advice. Should I still deal with him? Because I think, no, get the hell out of here with that. Get out of here with that. Don't try to play me. I don't like that. And especially because I'm very passionate for my community, for my people, and especially for women and children. The ones who know me know that when it comes down to my sisters and their children, I don't play. You understand? I will help you more than anything. When it comes down to them and my elders, I don't play. And when it comes to children, if they don't have it and something's going on with a child, like tonight, I had somebody call me tonight about her grandchild. I didn't charge her for that. No, when you call about a child, I'm on it. I don't play when it comes to the kids.
Yeah. Especially like when they're missing too. A lot of times we'll do rituals on behalf of the child for free to bring the child back.
When it comes to children, anything about children, I will not, and not that I'm saying don't even take advantage of this either.
And a lot of times we'll call the spirit and get the spirit to bring the child back, and then they'll post on YouTube and Facebook, oh, Jesus brought my child back, when they came to us and asked us to bring the child back. Or what we see and stuff like that. So
my draw spirit just do some paperwork. So the point is, it's like this. That don't mean you take advantage. But when it comes to children and elders, I don't care. If you ain't got the money, I'm gonna answer the question. I'm gonna tell you what I see. Because I love my elders and I love my babies and the children. Like I said, a sister called tonight about her grandchild, and I said, you know what? This is what I see. Take the baby to the hospital. So they were taking the baby to the emergency room. I didn't charge her a dime. I didn't need you. Mm-hmm. Because see, what happens is the ancestors will send them to me because they know that I can see. And at that moment in time, it's not about money. It's about that child or that elder. Okay? And I ain't think about no money. And that's how we roll.
And we had another situation, last week when somebody called about a sister that was really, like, what did you see going on with her stomach? And she was, like, in a lot of pain because she was backed up, and we told them what to do. Yeah,
another sister, she was out and she's by herself. She was having a lot of problems, and they hit me up in 3 o'clock. And y'all don't understand. I get a lot of inboxes. I get texts. I wake up to texts, inboxes. He'll tell you. I mean, people from all over. I'm getting a lot of lately. People hit me from London. A lot of people from London hitting me up. And see, I used to have a real big fan base in London because I used to do radio over in London. I used to do a 104, I think it was .1 in London years ago. So, and not only that, they used to listen to my internet radio show. So I have a lot of fans and clients in London that I did spiritual work for too. Lately, they've been hitting me up. So when I wake up, y'all, I'm getting inboxes, I'm getting text messages, and then for the ones who think you can call my phone, don't do that. Don't do that. If I don't answer you in my inbox, that means I'm very, very busy. We get a lot of people reaching out to us. Okay? And some of y'all get,
there's a lot of people call us all the time and never want to pay.
Right. But see, no, they think they got exclusive rights to you.
And they don't even want to pay $25.
But then, no, what I don't like, brother, when you think you can just call my phone just because you got my number. Don't do that. Do not do that. Don't just call my phone because you think you got my number. Don't do that. Give me some goddamn respect. And when I say give me respect, if I don't answer you on a text message, if I don't answer you inbox on Facebook, that means I'm busy. That doesn't give you a right to call my number just because, I can't get in touch with her here. And see, this is why I stopped giving people my goddamn number. I start blocking them. No, you're not going to have access to me like that. No. Because not only that, we also have, you see my husband here? I got grandkids, I got children, I got a family. And a lot of people are so goddamn selfish, they don't respect that. Oh, I just want what I want. Get the hell out of here because I will cuss you a new ass. Don't play with me. I will cuss you a new ass because just like you want respect for your family and your household, I want respect. Don't call my goddamn phone if I don't hit you up on Insta. Because usually I'm really good, y'all. Somebody texts me, I'll get back to them before that day's over. Because check my text messages. If they hit me in inbox, I do check my inbox messages because I usually get them. But if I don't hit you right back, respect my goddamn time. Don't do that. Don't call my phone. And then people think you're supposed to be exclusively for them and don't realize so many people need help. Same problem, different faith, different place. So I just ask for a little respect. All right, y'all. We don't have any questions. Anybody on YouTube? Because we're about to get up off of here.
No. Xavier and Fred says I'd be mad too.
Xavier and Fred, you feel me, right? You feel me, right? You feel me? Because a lot of people take your kindness for weakness. And that's the worst thing you can do with me. Don't take my kindness for weakness. Do respect the fact that y'all know that we're on here, or if you call me, I'm very compassionate. I will listen and I will help a lot of people. But don't take advantage of that. That's what makes me angry.
We help a lot of people.
That's right. A lot of people. Do not take advantage of our kindness and think it's weakness. Because trust me, you don't want to do that.
And a lot of people lie and think we can't see it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Y'all forget that this is what we do. We're true seers. This ain't no game. This is no joke. Y'all seen. Y'all here. This is truly a gift. Ancestors, we got 1 million ancestors walking behind us, including a lot of warrior spirits that are also allowing us and guiding us to do this to help y'all. Do have gratitude for that. Don't take advantage of it, okay? On that note, family, we're about to get up off of here. I'm getting tired. Time to go. Okay? Been nice. Y'all want us to talk about something else? Put it on the Facebook page, Instagram, okay? Let us know if there's a topic y'all want us to cover. I want to say thank you for tuning in to Spiritually Seeing News and Done. And y'all late, y'all. Y'all late. It's Friday night. I expected more people to be in here. I guess people, usually on Friday we do the opposite. We go to bed early, right? And during the weekday we go to bed 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. But shit, I'm going to take a shower. We have to take it down and watch my African movies, y'all. On that note, we'll probably come in here Sunday. What y'all think? Y'all tell me real quick what y'all want us to talk about Sunday. Real quick. Y'all got 5 minutes before we get off here. What y'all want us to talk about Sunday?